Like I say, I forget, one of the, maybe it's because I was always, I always had a love for construction equipment. And in fact, like I say, most people don't know, but one of the reasons why construction equipment became so good was because, well, I wanted to play around on it. And, you know, when the creator of a race or, even a leader of a country decides he wants to go play on construction equipment, well, construction equipment usually gets a lot better. And so, anyway, some other people had found out about this. Like I say, a lot of people found out about who I was or what I was about or how much I loved construction equipment and how I had played such a huge role in aircraft, construction equipment, and they had even appreciated some of this, or at least something, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Or they had realized how much better their life was. I don't really know. Anyway, they had suddenly become religious. Anyway, like I said, it's not hard. I don't know. You start looking around, you start noticing things, you start seeing pictures, you start looking at history, or at least what's reported, and then maybe you go to a couple libraries of Congress or something and start looking in some old books, and you start seeing signs, things, little details. And you start thinking about one nation under God and religious symbols, and you put two and two together, and of course, somebody is obviously here that has something to do with the creation of humanity, or at least leading them. So, anyway, it wasn't so hard. Um, what was interesting, though, like I say, is that some teenagers or someone had actually also, I don't know, somebody said that it was some young people, whatever. Somebody also said it was gangs. Somebody said it was this. Someone said it was that. I've been dealing with communication errors, and they had actually even caused the death of quite a few people in Germany. Like I said, this kind of stuff is not new. I had been dealing with it for centuries, with Germany and the Jews and all kinds of stuff. As a leader, as a creator. Anyway, though, Germany had actually figured out first that I was the creator to humanity, or at least someone had told them. And like I said, I asked Germany to tell America, which they did. Anyway, or at least some of the other groups that had worked with me knew me as creator, and I had them tell one of the countries, and then that country had told America, whatever, that creator to humanity was what's called. And this came from a verified and very, very respected source. Anyway, off planet, they said. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, someone said that it was off planet, and that they talked to one of the nations, and that nation had talked to America, and blah blah blah, and all this and that had verified my identity, or at least something about me. Anyway, so some people said it started out as a prank or whatever, to mess with me. And like I said, I actually found out about this like somewhere in like 1980 something or whatever. Um, anyway, though, and then a prank had developed into something a lot bigger and a lot more dangerous, and which I mentioned that it would. And some even said alternate timeline and this and that, and it was known about. And there was also the word like paradox being thrown around the room. Anyway, apparently a lot of people had actually come to understand a lot of different things about me, or at least things about what was going on in the world. A lot of people have noticed it apparently. Anyway, though, and some kids thought prank. Let's go ahead and make a prank. Anyway, apparently, like I said, these kind of things, you don't prank your creator. Anyway, this prank led to my death, of course, or something led to my death. And like I said, then people got scared. Um, anyway, I don't really know what to say really about the whole thing, but anyway, though, some people said joke gone wrong. It's hard to say really. Um, anyway, um, apparently other people had known that had named America. And anyway, like I said, these kind of things actually lead to beheadings, or at least death, or at least something really bad. Um, paradox, whatever. Anyway, yes. Um, I knew about it a long time ago. So, and apparently a lot of other people knew about it. Like I say, this is nothing new. Like the last 40 years of my life, I've known about a lot of different things, and even some things where certain groups started getting a little uppity or a little crazy. Anyway, yeah. So apparently some teenagers, something. Some said it was teenagers of rich people that had taken over the stock market or something like that. Or anyway, some people said that they had noticed that America had had wild, rapid inflation because the price had changed a lot over the last 20 years or something like that. It's like that, almost like someone was just printing money. And they were wondering who. Like I said, there are several printing presses for America, probably about four of them, or four printing presses throughout the world. Anyway, though, yeah, so some teenagers had made some very large mistakes, maybe. I've dealt with a lot of things throughout my life, or my short existence here. So, anyway, and of course, some other people didn't realize that I was so well known, or that I was on Earth, and other people didn't believe it. So, anyway, yeah, led to the death of a lot of different people, and also some very good and respected people, which then caused animosity with a lot of different groups and caused just this huge problem. So, anyway, like I say, and also the fact that humanity is known as the race that kills their creators, as well as AIs, as well as their leaders. So, anyway, and it also led to lots of other people getting hurt or killed. People that had been doing lots of great things, like aid workers, humanitarians. A lot of different people died. They say. People that were helping people. Anyway, and also saw a lot of good Germans. And like I say, also the carpet bombing of lots of cities and lots of death. So, anyway, and a lot of people take this kind of thing, like I said, a lot of different races took the kind of thing of who I was and what I was very, very seriously for a long time. I could have told them if they had told me about whatever prank. Some people said it was a prank, like I say. Some people said it was a joke gone wrong. Some people just, I don't know, didn't know what was going on. Like I say, back somewhere around 1985 or so, I told someone that once humanity gets a black mark like this, or a planet gets a black mark, there's no real going back. You know, I told them, you will forever be known as the race that kills your leaders as well as your creator. After that, no one will touch you. At least no one that has any intention other than just to enslave or kill you. Once you cross that line, there is no going back. You know, and who I had been, I mean, Lucifer, the real Lucifer. That's not a joke. Like I said, my name had actually been barred from anyone ever using it because I was the creator. So once that line was crossed, there's no going back. You know, you'll be a slave race, I told them. I said, you'll just forever be a slave race. That's it. They'll just go in and kill whoever and put a gun to the back of your head and say, okay, you're going to work. You kill your leaders. We'll never give you another second chance. So that's all humanity will be from that day forth, is basically meat puppets or slaves. Servants of whoever is more powerful. The most powerful. Anyway, I warned someone about this fact. That I had actually been known on two other races, as well as Earth had been broadcasting for years. So anyway, I assumed they were a young child that did not understand. Anyway, I assumed it was someone in America. Anyway, someone also knew that America had a certain level or status.